Hello people, welcome back to part 10. Been a couple days since I've continued the series and getting ready to go back in again with this same team, and one character is quite high on stress, so we're going to bump some trinkets around to hedge things in our favor. We're going to stack her dodge quite heavily and allow her to have very, very high dodge stat. We can bump those trinkets around to anyone on the team who is in any kind of particularly high amount of stress. We're going to take Dismas's head, this man, so we can have a much higher chance to one-shot enemies, take fewer turns to kill them. And let's drag this horse out one more time and beat it senseless. Now, we do really need some deeds. Oh, okay. Asking you shall receive.
In the end, every plan relies upon a strong arm and tempered steel.
Alright. So let's reduce the cost of weapons and armor even more. And for the antiquarian, I will upgrade the dodge just a little bit. Or maybe not. Save the cash and for another team, because I'm going to give this team a rest soon. So, before I give them a rest, I'm going to make sure we have decent camping skills to be able to recover everyone's stress. So we've got encouragement on every character as well as wound care, just in case we need it. It's unlikely that we're going to need the wound care because we have a Vestal, but it's nice to have. And if you don't know what campfire skills to buy, even on Bloodmoon difficulty, you really cannot go wrong with having these two skills. You could go through this entire game using only these two campfire skills, and you will be 100% perfectly fine. I mean, maybe aside from getting ambushed at nighttime, but even then, well, that's 4 extra, recovery or respite points that you have to spend. Now, we've neglected the wagon quite a bit. This is a very nice item to boost speed, and it's a very common item to go for early game. But I was wanting to do the Hag quest, however, I realized that we have an opportunity to do a couple of medium quests, and this quest is called All Saints Day. It activates a town event. Not only that, but the town is abuzz because we'll get a town event from this quest being completed. We won't have the negative effect of those wasps, and we can use that time to recover the stress on some of these characters. And it'll be for free, so that's nice. So we could use it on our Jester and our Abomination, Plague Doctor. A little bit of stress recovery for free. Now there is, oh, okay, I thought there was another, yeah, here it is. Sunshine in the Thicket, but I don't have a team that's properly equipped to go for the wield. This is an incredible accessory for the Hellion. Absolutely magnificent. Massive stress reduction and the incredible accuracy boost, and no downsides other than the fact that it's only for the Hellion. One of my favorite accessories for her. And, well, we know what happened when we went to the farmstead, and we're not ready for that either. So I think that we need a little bit more time to just macro some more and get the heirlooms that we need to upgrade and take on our enemies. Now, before we go in, I know that we need deeds. D. Alphabet, Troy. Remember it. Debuffs. Deeds. Alright, yeah, here we go. It's typically found in the Weald. So we can head straight to the Weald and do a few missions there. Or do a mission there. Or we can go to the Ruins. The Ruins is pretty easy to go through, but I don't think that our antiquarian can take some of the bone courtier, yeet this wine straight in your face. So we're gonna take this and we're just gonna sell this medallion that we get from it as a reward, and it'll give us a couple of busts, but deeds is what we need, and this is where we get them. And we also need more and more gold. Alright, so let's dig this horse out of the grave for a third time now and send them in again. It's all part of the master plan to amass gold quickly. Oh wait, speaking of amassing gold, I almost forgot. I need to use the asylum to remove some of these ridiculous quirks. Obsession with cleanliness, investigating the dark arts. Necromania? Hylomania? All of those quirks are terrible. But things like Tippler, they'll only drink in town or not allowed to gamble in town. Excellent. This guy's a skilled gambler, but he's a known cheat. No wonder why he's a skilled gambler. Some of these characters are starting to develop some serious problems, but that's okay. Weak grip, we definitely need to get rid of that on our flagellant, but that's just a negative stat penalty. Yeah, that's just a negative stat penalty, so that can be dealt with, but complete loss of control over your characters, we definitely can't be having that, so let's get rid of prone to investigating the dark arts. I can't remember all of the curios that characters interact with specifically, but we'll handle it. I could have upgraded this before I paid for that. Shit! Alright, well, to make it worth it, I guess we'll just save up and get another treatment slot here. Now, we really should be giving this team a rest, but I think that they can manage. I'm not spending the money on them because as I run with other teams, this team, they can still do level 1 dungeons. The time when you need to invest in money really badly, like an absolute must that you can no longer delay, is when you're going into a higher level dungeon. So, make sure we got everybody's trinkets equipped. Alright, ankle breaking trinkets on the antiquarian. Her dodge is going to be through the damn roof. Nothing's going to hit her. And even if it does, we can guard with her. Or, yeah, we can force someone else to guard her. So, to the wheel we go. No more delay. I've already spent 8 minutes of the video talking. Gonna take plenty of shovels. About 2 keys should do it. I should take 3 just in case. Buy plenty of torches. Anti-venoms. Yes. Alright, so I think we've got just about everything that we're going to need. Maybe we could take 1 less key and 1 additional shovel. Taking about 2 of everything on a medium quest is good. A good amount to be able to have a reasonable expectation to interact with all of the curios. 2 is on the cheaper side. If you took 3 of everything, you run out of space and you wouldn't be able to carry anymore. And you'd basically be discarding items that you just paid for, so you're working against yourself when you take too much. The same can be said for when you take too little, so don't be stingy either. Alright.
I knew all these paths once. Now they are as twisted as my own ambitions. Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Oh, sneaky. Look at that. They put the trap right here, right in front of us. As soon as we come out. Okay, remember to use the antiquarian before we interact. That way we can get the money we came for. Oh, plenty of food. You love to see it. You hate to see it. At least it was on the Vestal and not the Antiquarian. She'd probably be getting a resolve check right about now if she hit a trap.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Kinda feeling glad that I brought 4 shovels instead of just 3. The Weald has a very large number of uses for shovels. Very, very large number of shovel curios. Now, I could use a anti-venom and I'll get a slightly lower tier of loot than using a key. But I believe that there's going to be some family heirloom chests, so I want to save my keys for those and use the venom.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Yeah, this antiquarian's blood is about to be spilled pretty soon if we don't do well. Nah, she's got ankle breaking. Look at her.
Waiting to be spent.
40 dodge. Who's the closest on? 7? 13? 12? They ain't about to hit nothing. Even if she would have got hit by the trap, she has a very high dodge stat, so she has a very good chance to dodge anything coming our way. Right, this front row guy is a stress damage dealer, so we're going to start with Riposte, just in case he decides to try and get a cheeky group AoE in. I'm not worried about this guy in the back because all he does is HP damage. I might actually go for the debuff here because I want to debuff his accuracy as much as possible. Make sure he doesn't have the opportunity to get in any kind of stress damage. Riposte, you love to see it. Now this is a low chance of stunning, but I'm not going to kill him anyways, even if I did swing normally. He would be closer to death, but I'll take a 50-50 chance of stunning him. Dodge.
Annihilated.
Absolutely destroyed.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
These misses are okay. The debuff was kind of wasted due to the fact that we got a stun on him, but if the stun failed, I mean, it would have worked.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
Get wrecked, son. Alright, so I would say that we can get rid of the... Oh, wait, those are deeds. Ooh, we need those. Well, actually, we just need some food. We have way too much. It's possible to be a little bit cheeky and try to get cheap and bring a little bit less food into the Weald and just purchase an extra medicinal herbs. but you're relying on RNG for, you know, your food, and, you know, if you don't bring enough and there are no beast carcasses, because sometimes there is none. They're not there every time. I'll open that strongbox as we come back. I'm going to see what this curio is, because I might be able to clear an inventory slot. Well, everybody just ate, but I guess we can have another hunger check. Nice. More deeds. Spawned a fight right in front of us. Look at that. We got the surprise, though. Alright, let's get rid of this cultist acolyte.
Destroyed.
Nice. Let's go for... Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say let's go for the kill, but it's really unlikely that we're gonna kill him, but if we hit him, it's very likely we'll stun. I was gonna try and go for the kill if the Vestal hit, but she did not. Good disease resist. The enemies are out of turns, so... Oh, okay. They're breaking my ankles just like I'm breaking theirs. I'll see how it is. Alright, so let's just go for a riposte on him. It's less damage, but if he attacks our front row, he's gonna get slapped. Ah! Dismas goes first. He won the speed roll.
Maintain the offensive.
Alright, so let's do a little bit of, Oh, okay. Well, we'll wait till we need to discard something. I'm gonna give this, Fortifying Garlic to our front row guy. He's getting hit more than my Vestal is. Oh, Antiquarian. Don't forget, gotta open it up with her.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
We have plenty of crests, but I'm going to save these items because I can interact with curios. Every curio I interact that gives me loot, she's nearly guaranteed to get a... Or actually, no, she is guaranteed to get a trinket of... I'm sorry, not a trinket, Jesus. My focus on so many things. She's guaranteed to get a... These things, the antiques. Got it. Totally salvaged it. Alright, let's interact with this first. While the torch is down, and I'll open this up so you guys can read it and pause the video. Alright, good, and close that. Uh-oh. Okay, good. Can we kill this? Oh, we have a very good chance to kill. Alright, let's do it.
Back to the pit.
So. Kill we may and kill we shall. That enemy didn't stand a chance. Alright, so I'm just gonna do a little baby heal for the group and top off everybody's HP. No! Double no! Haha. You attacked the wrong character. Her dodge is too high.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands. In Radiance, may we find victory.
So, this is really rare for me to do, but I'm actually going to discard this citrine for a bandage in the hopes that there are some curios that might need a bandage later on. And I can profit because I'm going to get, you know, loot plus an antique of one of these kinds. Squeezing as much gold as we can get. I'm surprised that her curious trait has not procced very much, so... Or quirk, not trait. We're not playing State of Decay.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Oh, okay. Well, it's on a sack, so this is safe. Okay, good. Can you scout? No? Don't feel like scouting? Alright. It's, okay. All of these empty packs just laying around. You people need to clean up after your messes, alright? Ooh. Okay. Both of them got to move first. That's completely alright. Totally fine with that. So I'm gonna go for this one in the back because my my man-at-arms is able to attack the third rank, which he should do enough damage with the Vestal's help to kill her. Okay, so the Vestal can guarantee a kill here if she gets a hit.
As the fiend falls,
Done.
a faint hope blossoms.
Now I'm gonna try and go for the kill. It's a pretty high damage hit, but he can get the kill.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Looks like our plan worked. You know what, since these guys take a long time to die, I might as well stack up the protection. I should be using bleed in this place. But so far, actually, I think this is the first time we ran into enemies with high protection. Alright, so now that we've got our protection and dodge and everything all stacked up, we're gonna start going for the beatdown.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Finish him, Antiquarian. Good job. No stress relief for that? Come on.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Look, Wayne, you've reminded me this many times, alright? I know what's going on. I know what's up. Let's just sort this a little bit. This is bothering me. Alright. Some very rough sorting we did there, but I just wanted to throw something together. I really don't want to leave behind these rubies and jades because this is good money. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and I know that there's got to be a bandage curio somewhere around there. I suppose that it wouldn't be the worst time in the world to rest now, because the antiquarian, if she gets hit one more time by any kind of really good stress attack, she's gonna be losing her mind. So let's rest.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
Alright, so we're gonna rest with everyone. Feast. And we're gonna fill up those inventory slots. I should have switched when I had the opportunity, but I didn't do it. That's okay though. Alright, so tactics. Plus 10 dodge to the party. Very, very nice. And an additional chance to crit. Fun fact for you guys. A long time ago, crit boosts used to actually affect the chance to get a critical heal. So people would stack a ridiculous number of critical hit trinkets on healers. But it doesn't do that anymore. I think it's a flat 5% chance to get a critical heal of any kind. So Gallows' humor won't reduce his stress by any because he's got none. So I think we're just going to use a bunch of encouragements on this character. We don't have an encouragement with the Highwayman, but that's okay. So, first things first, let's make sure we don't get ambushed at night. Then just encourage, decrease the stress. Curious incantation. I like the idea of that. And then I could use this prayer to increase everybody's protection very slightly. Make us a little bit harder to kill with each hit. Why not? And a tiny bit of stress reduction. Well, a fat one for her. Tiny bit of damage reduction, not stress reduction. This team has been through so much.
The light, the promise of safety.
Alright. Now, this is usually a very RNG. There's nothing that we can use on the tent. Nice! There's a bunch of stuff. Alright, so what we got here? Blood-soaked pages, part 2. Out of 6. Alright, there we go. We don't need that journal. We do need portraits for the guild. And we also need gold, because we're gonna stack that up quite a bit. I know for sure that there's gonna be a bandage curio out there somewhere. I don't think there's gonna be that many more carcasses, beast carcasses, so I can get rid of these herbs. We can afford to drop those. As for jades, this may be less money than the jade itself, but we don't have very much mission left. Unless we specifically find more jades. It would have been better if we would have found it earlier, because we could have stacked up more of them. But when you're late into a mission, it's better to just take gold, because it's the most common thing. Busts, we're going to get a crap ton of those from the ruins. Oh, but we do need it for the sanitarium. Tough decisions, but it's been made.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
That torch. We're running pretty low on torches. Nice critical hit. I'm gonna make sure we try and get rid of the stress dealers first. These dodges are absolutely legendary. 51 dodge. First name is Ankle, last name is Breaker. Introduce yourself. There's no way I'm gonna... Oh, you know what? Why don't we just move these guys back out of formation? Yeah, go for it. I want to kill this stress character in the back row, but I can't hit him with all of these other enemies in the way. Alright, so we took some stress damage, but nothing we can't handle. You missed. Oh, it's because of the rabies. Yeah, I forgot about that. Just gonna decrease our accuracy for the next turn, since there's not much we can really do. We are very ill-equipped to attack the last row, the back row. Saddeningly, actually. Harmless swipe that character used because he was out of position in the back row. Hey, don't shoot. Alright. This is a very clumsy fight. But you know what? I think I'll take it because, well...
The ground quakes.
Alright. That changes things. Here we go. Vestal putting out the damage numbers. Alright, start slowly shuffling my team back into position. Not that the Antiquarian is really out of position for using anything other than fortifying vapors. But that's just a baby heal. It's useful for getting somebody off of death's door, but not too much else. The bleed and blight resist is nice, but you're better off trying to use a trinket for something like that instead. It's more of a side effect to help somebody from getting status effects who just got off of death's door.
So clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Okay, so we're about to use this holy water to reduce the stress on a selected hero by interacting with that fountain. So, what can we afford to get rid of? Not much room left. At this point, I think I should either bank on an anti-venom or a bandage curio. And we've done maybe one of each so far. We haven't run into any of the heirloom chest rooms like I thought we would. So that's really unfortunate. I think we'll get rid of the bandage and take the blood, because we need that. Alright, so let's consecrate this fountain. This fountain is also safe to just straight up drink from. But consecrating the fountain produces a more powerful effect of stress relief. Get the kill on the Antiquarian, reduce the stress? Okay, no. No stress reduction for me. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna go for straight up damage because his HP is so low that we might actually be able to just straight up kill him. Alright. Easy fight. Hey!
These nightmarish
Where's my
creatures
loot?
can be felled. They can be
I just
beaten.
got cheated out of loot. They were supposed to give me an antique or something, but they ain't give me shit. Okay, there's one of the heirloom rooms right there. Got a torch here. Yes, halt. Give me the trap thing. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, everybody, for my lazy and confused commentary. It's very early in the morning. So, you know, I'm still waking up. Well, we didn't see much of anything. There's one curio and one room battle with treasure, and we know for sure that that's a key, and there's also one obstacle. Now this curio might be a shovel, or anything really. There's not much we can do here, other than just directly touching it, but I don't want to get anyone sick. We've already got a lot of gold, no need to get too greedy. Especially when it's probably, oh, a map. Well, we definitely could have used that way earlier, but, you know. Well, no, you don't know, because we didn't know that it was here, but thanks. Thanks, game. Really appreciated that bountiful information that you gave us. Alright, so we're gonna get rid of this guy here in the front. We're just gonna do some stuns on the enemies in the back because they do a lot of multi-strikes. So they might have a chance to crit. So this final battle, I'm not really worrying too much about our health. I'm just worried about enemies getting crits. That increase our stress, since I highly doubt anything's gonna kill us. Continue piling on the damage to their back row. There's no point in doing a riposte, since he's marked. The enemies will continuously attack him.
A singular strike.
Nice shot. Alright. Keep on slapping. Jesus, these dudes are hitting like trucks. They must sense that it's near the end of the dungeon. They get to go home if they kill these people.
A decisive pummeling.
Look at all these crits.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
It's possible to use a shovel to open that curio, but you get a lower tier of loot than using the
way is lit.
a lower tier of loot than using the
We
key.
require only the strength to follow it.
I can just equip this on somebody. There we go. Grab that shovel. Tiny squeeze for optimal loot.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Alright, so we got lots of deeds. Quite a lot, actually. The max stack size is 6. I call this mission a great success. We've got 6 antiques, 12 minor antiques. Alright, let's go home.
Paths and roads bring soldiers and supplies. Let them arrive unharried.
Ooh, look at all that gold just pouring in. We got, well, what, almost 4 or 5 times, yeah. Almost 4 or 5 times the loot, or gold from just loot than we did from the quest reward. Antiquarian OP. Alright, evasive, very nice. Resilient, extremely nice because, fractions are rounded upwards in this game, so that means +1 extra stress healing for anything that would heal stress. So it's significantly more than 10%. The ague. Okay, Kleptomaniac. We can't keep going with this team with Kleptomaniac. So, I'm gonna cut it real soon as we get out of this loading screen.
All the decadent horrors I have seen pale in comparison to that final, crowning thing. I could not look, nor could I look away.
The subtitles did not match with what he just said. District buildings. Ah, okay, we can get buildings now. They're ridiculously expensive, but hey, we can get them. So I'll just do a quick scroll through so everyone can see what the buildings are. And then I'll cut this video and we'll start the next one. So we've got the mill, study hall. Quite like that study hall when we start getting nothing but medium and long quests, because it helps stack so much more loot in your inventory. Tainted Well, super useful. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, I accidentally clicked the bar and scrolled way too far. The Red Hook. I vaguely remember building that one time, and it really doesn't do anything, just like the description says. There's no secret effect, as far as I know. The bank is very good in the deep late game when you're just optimizing characters' quirks and whatnot. But it's an investment, and you need to keep a large amount of money in your bank. So it ends up being a thing of you not needing to use antiquarians anymore to balance your economy. You can just have 100,000 gold sitting in your bank, and that pays for your consumable items for every mission. Granary. The granary is one of the things that I actually tend to build early game, just because of the fact that it makes parties inherently much more viable without a committed healer. You don't need a healer for every dungeon in Darkest Dungeon, but when you become more experienced with cheesing turn orders and squeezing in heals here and there when it's, the enemy is gonna die of bleed or something and they can't attack, because when it's the enemy's turn they'll just die from the damage. Stuff like that is what really lets you get healers. You don't want to use your healer to just heal all of the time. They need to attack. Preventing the damage from coming in the first place is what keeps you alive in Darkest Dungeon, not trying to out-sustain the damage. And that was my own personal mistake at the farmstead. But the farmstead is a whole different beast, because that's like a continuous onslaught rather than short bursts of battles. So you do need sustain there. That's completely different. Oh, and the granary also increases the effects of feasting, eating at the campfire. And this food granted each week for free is a huge money saver. And it's immediate as an investment. So I really do like those. Puppet theater can be nice, but that amount of crests invested would leave you too far behind. If you play the ruins way too much, which I know I'm a very bad person about doing that. Yeah, some can be embarrassing. Sanguine Venters, if you are responsible with managing your usage of the blood for heroes who are possessed by the Crimson Curse, you will have no problem dealing with how much of the blood that you have. And these are just nice little stat boosts for all of the characters. Healing skills and stun resist and so on forth. This Athenaeum. Ooh, I didn't want to mispronounce that. This right here, Knowledge Curios heal 15 stress. This is what makes bookcases and books worth it to interact with the Antiquarian, Occultist, and Plague Doctors. Performance Hall with the Jester. This is actually one of the cheapest buildings, and I end up getting this oftentimes when I just have too many crests and just don't know what to do with them sooner or later. If you want to get an idea of just how affordable it is, I can actually get it right now if I tried. So it's a really considerable boost to the Jester, being able to have a much better chance at going first. And the Jester is a character that's very popular. He inflicts great damage and heals stress. Alright, so I'm going to wrap it up here now. And thanks everybody. I'm going to delay it for about 20 seconds so I can hit that auto cut on YouTube. But there's nothing important for the next 7 seconds.